Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, it's Thursday Night Live! Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, on my right is Dana Williams. He's gonna give you a bass solo in 3, 2, 1, hit it! Yeah! Go Dana! It's your birthday! Go Dana! It's your birthday! Yeah! Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show.
Welcome, 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 everybody.
Hi, Dana. How are you? You doing all right?
I am extra good, man.
Now,
I could be better, but we'll talk about that.
We will talk about it after a word from our sponsor, of course, the Cadillac of processed meats.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat.
Yeah!
It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to
Hey, come go.
You'll enjoy
Pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah! I say yeah!
We got to name her, man. We got to name her.
Name who?
The pigeon.
The pigeon? Okay, what do we name the pigeon?
I mean, that's a good question for everybody in the chat. What should we name the pigeon?
Okay,
pigeon.
You think about that while we go to...
What? What
the
could it be?
Stop the music. It's time for news.
News! In the newsroom right now, it's Dana Williams with all the drone news. Joining the news, here he is. All the news you need to know about drones. Dana Williams. What do we got?
Everything you ever needed to know, my friends. Yes, it is. It's news time right here on the program. You know, they have the AT Transporter flying car. How about that, Ken?
Cool.
The world's most powerful and versatile quadcopter.
Well, that's nothing new. Oh, who's at the door?
It's not.
It's a flying car from the 60s.
It can carry 1,200 pounds of payload.
Oh, so 5 people or 1 Ken ex-girlfriend. Come on! Sorry, person unnamed.
It has a maximum speed of over 200 miles per hour.
That's fast.
I mean, you know what I'm saying.
I do know what you're saying.
So anyway, it can be shipped anywhere in the world in a standard 20-foot shipping container with the ability to lower itself to just 5 feet and 5 feet wide by the flip of an electric switch and removing 4 bolts.
Okay,
so friends, it could come to your driveway.
Okay,
do you understand what I'm saying?
How much is it?
How much is it? That's what everybody always wonders.
Yeah,
is how much.
Whenever I'm out flying my drone, the questions I get is, where'd you get it? How much is it? How high will it go? And can I fly it?
Okay,
and
well,
the answer is China, a lot, very high, and no. Those are the answers.
And the estimated cost is $249,000.
I'm out.
Yes, and that's just for the 3-passenger.
Oh.
If you want the 6-passenger edition, it's $395,000.
Wow. Well, prices will come down.
Yeah.
As technology develops.
It'll be introduced next year too, so just get ready.
You remember how much flat screen TVs used to be, right?
Oh yeah.
And
remember? Hey man, let me just tell you, I saw a 80-inch once at a Electronic Express, and the price on it was $17,500 for a television.
What year was that?
It was before we had 4K, and this was a 4K television.
Oh wow, okay.
And you could have had. Well, now the problem was there was nothing that you could watch. It was broadcast in 4K except about 4 movies that were on, Blu-ray.
I remember buying a GPS when GPS first started. It was $1,100.
Oh my goodness!
But I had to have it.
You just had to.
I had to have it. I don't want to flip through Rand McNally anymore. The heck with that.
my mother, she bought the very first VCR, man. Paid $1,000 for an RCA VCR VHS.
Well, that's so she could record her stories.
No, she wanted to record Elvis's final concert.
Oh, well, yeah.
Exactly why.
Well, that's totally worth it. And now back to the news.
Back to the news. You know, and I think you have a picture for this.
Yes, I do.
Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Trump executive order eases path for deliveries of drones.
Yes.
Look at that, baby. That smoothed the way for companies like Alphabet and Amazon to ramp up testing of drones for package deliveries and other commercial uses, of course, in the U.S.
What is this thing? What am I holding here? What am I holding? Is this going to make America great again or what? Come on.
It's Project Wing.
Project Wing. Okay. Hey, I'm for that. If he's going to be drone friendly, I'm all about it.
Man, I'm all about it, man.
Yeah.
I am absolutely all about it, and I hope that it continues to move forward and grow for that. It will rock right there.
Is that all the news?
Well, we've got the UA Sidekick. Now, we ought to talk about the Sidekick.
Oh,
don't you
yes. I think we should. I'm going to bring it up on the screen here. Let's see.
Yes, you have some stuff on the UA Sidekick.
Tell us all about it. Tell us all about it.
It is an app, is the only one of its kind that has intermediate access to the FAA flight services system, which serves over 80,000 weekly general aviation GA pilots.
Okay.
How about that?
That's cool. There's a link in the description if you want to check out this website that I'm looking.
Yeah, you
right
guys
now.
need to check this out, man. This is going to be very, very cool. The UA Sidekick app. Yeah, that rocks.
Thank you for the news.
Thank you very much.
Now, I do have to mention I've got tons of prizes. Tons of prizes to give away.
Not tons.
Tons. Let's see here. I've got an E-52 drone that was sent in by a viewer to give away. And there's a...
Are you serious? Really?
Yeah, some guy just sent it in to give away. Isn't that nice? So I'll read his letter later on. I've got, of course, I got the knobs. $15 super chat will get you these silicone knob covers for your controller. And,
All you pinchers out there.
And let's not start that again, okay? Let's not start that. Okay, everybody knows that the proper way is this
Easy,
way.
easy.
Okay, all right, we won't go there. So, $15 super chat for that. Super chat, by the way, is open right now. If you would like to super chat, just click on the $, $15, and then private message me with your real name and your address. A lot of people are forgetting their real name. I've got the eyes for the Mavic, which is a bird deterrent. And of course, I've got the eyes for the Phantom, also bird deterrent. $10 super chat for those. But right now, let's give something away. And it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with drones, but a company sent me these. Now these are ring spinners. Do you know what that is?
I know exactly what that is.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
It goes on the back of your cell phone, baby.
That's right. It turns your cell phone into a fidget spinner. Isn't that crazy? And if you want to buy them, it's ringspinner.com. But right now, I've got a set of these, 2 of them for one person. If you can be the first to answer this question. For the ring spinner, be the first to chat the name of the person who invented the fidget spinner, and go.
And go. He should have said and Google.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, how else are you gonna? You're not gonna Bing it.
I mean, but you're not binging it.
Who bings? All right, so I got to make sure. Are we paying attention?
Yeah, who does Bing anyway?
Nobody bings. Nobody bings.
Dave Fidget, I don't know the answer, so...
By the way, Kelly from ReadySetDrone, while we're looking for an answer, and I can tell you, it's not a female. The name that you're coming up with was the person who...
So the Catherine name is not correct?
Nope, it's not Catherine.
Okay.
Yeah,
John Jones is not correct.
No. Are you looking at the names?
I'm looking at the chat.
Okay.
I don't.
Cool.
I would the new one if the right one if it came up.
Coming up, Kelly from ReadySetDrone right around 7:30. No correct answer yet. I'm gonna need first name and last name.
Ooh.
So somebody got it. Oh wait, I believe we have a winner.
Is it Scott?
It's Droner Mike. Droner Mike. The correct name is Scott McCloskey or something. And I'll go back and I'll double check and make sure. Yeah,
Coskery.
Right, what you said. So congratulations to Droner Mike. I'll go back and double check, but you got 2 of these things that turn your phone into a fidget spinner.
And you know, those are kind of cool because not only can you spin, but it's a good way to hold onto your phone, and it kind of it just kind of hangs on your finger instead of you having to hold it. Also, it's a good prop if you want to watch, you know, Ken and Dana videos on it.
That's right.
You can prop it on a table.
Right. Because very often you'll be watching Ken and Dana videos on your phone. You'll be like, "Wow, that was cool," and you'll be like, "Wow,"
and then you get all carried away,
and then your phone goes flying.
What an edit! Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh,
Right. So we'll be taking Q&A later. So we are noticing your chats. And did I mention that Super Chat is on? Okay, I did mention it. All right. So there's some news out of Germany, and it's bad news. They're really tearing things up over there, and it's making drone people very unhappy. You know Tom from Tom's Tech Time?
Yes.
This guy right here?
Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of a big YouTuber, and I contacted him today. What's that?
I've watched many of his.
Oh yeah, his videos are very, very helpful to me, especially when I was first starting out. He's been doing this for a long, long time. So I contacted him today because he's got this video of him complaining about the new rules in Germany, and I'll just go ahead and play that for you now. And he kind of explains how he feels.
So we have a new drone regulation in Germany that basically doesn't allow you to fly over any city or any village or any private property, like houses, etc. And right now I was just in the fields in the middle of nowhere. You can see it in the back. There's basically nothing here. I was going to test fly a drone. The farmer came and he shouted at me. I needed his permission. I mean, technically he's right. We should be asking people for permissions, but somehow Germany really killed drone flying. Totally. Nothing is allowed anymore. Creativity is killed. The economy, the drone economy, the rising drone economy is killed. And this is really terrible. You know, Germany is not a children-friendly country. It's not a technology-friendly country. So what are they friendly about? I'm really pissed, I must say this right now. I honestly think that we need some change in Europe regarding the rules, and I can say that it's almost impossible for me to shoot my videos. I would either have to drive down all the way to Switzerland, because Switzerland is a very drone-friendly country, or I should go, I don't know, to the States, which I would love to, but I don't have a permanent visa. If there is a chance, if there was a chance to go to the United States, I would, and I applied for the green card so many times, and this year again, of course, and wasn't lucky yet. I just want to go to a country that doesn't try to interfere with my private life too much. It's an open field and I'm not hurting anybody's feelings. I wasn't even filming. I see no reason why this is happening. It's just, I don't know, it just brings me down. Right now, gonna drive back home. It's just, I don't know, I just don't like this country any further.
Poor
I want to go
Tom.
somewhere else, because otherwise I probably won't be able to film many videos again in the future, and right now I gotta turn off the camera. Stay tuned and check out tomstechtime.com for some drone stuff. If there is any drone stuff, as I cannot work anymore. Stupid country, seriously.
Stupid country.
God bless America and Israel and Switzerland.
Okay, so somebody's a little upset. And
I feel, man, I feel the pain, man. That's
well, you know, that's he's a big YouTuber, and you know, he's one of these people that does it for a living, and this is going to affect him. And
I mean, yeah, I mean, he does it for a living, but I mean, to me, I just move further forward. You know, I just think about, forget YouTube and all that, just the hobby itself. I mean, something, just such a great hobby, and it's they're just killing it because why? Of nothing but ignorance. It's just because.
That's true. The people that are in charge don't know a lot about it. They need to be informed. And unfortunately, it's going to happen for a while. There's going to be these countries that say, nope, no drones. We don't like drones. And then other countries will be drone friendly. Their economy is going to boom. And then they're going to be like, well, okay, on second thought. But then by then it's too late. Let me read you a little bit of this.
You would think that DJI and these big drone companies would go to these countries and say, hey man, let us inform you here. Let us show you what's going on, you know?
Yeah. And by the way, Tom is in the chat. Hello, Tom. You're welcome. I think I just made you a moderator unless the chat was going too fast, in which case I made someone else the moderator. So congratulations to whoever I clicked on fast enough. Yeah. But yeah, let me read a little bit of what's going on. According to the new regulations, if a drone weighs more than 2 kilograms, that's 4.4 pounds, thus Americans, its operator is supposed to demonstrate knowledge of how to fly it safely by presenting either a pilot's license or a certificate from an air sports association or by taking an examination. And if it weighs over 11 pounds, you're going to have to get special permission and a badge, you know, like they put on taxis, a special aluminum badge to put on your drone. You can't go above the height of 100 meters without permission, and whatever the weight, if it can broadcast or record video or audio, flying it over houses that aren't your own is verboten. That's forbidden in German. That's the extent of my German. And that's the amazing thing about Tom. Tom, he speaks German and English fluently, flawlessly.
Yeah, I mean, Tom speaks English unbelievably good. Man.
Yeah, and he's got that cute little German accent. You know, it's not like Colonel Clink in Hogan's Heroes. It's an actual real German accent. That's probably over. If you're over 40, then you know what show I'm talking about. Google it, 20-somethings. Google it, millennials. I need a T-shirt that says that. Now, just one more thing. There are now an estimated 400,000 drones in Germany. And on Friday, last week, the day which the new rules entered into force, Munich police said that they were looking for 2 drone operators who had used a camera-equipped drone to spy on a young woman who was sunbathing naked on her rooftop. Shame. And I say shame, but when I was 14, I probably would be doing similar things. You know,
shame on the police or shame on
shame on the dudes. Shame on the dudes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, for real. That's no good. Don't do that. Come on. Your parents raised you right.
That in itself is what is causing these issues. Is the ignorant folks, the ignorant ones of drones and what drones do and everything. All they see is the bad.
Right.
So all they're getting is all you want to do with those things is spy on people and all that. And you know what? I've had a drone for almost 2 years and I've never ever done anything like that, nor have I ever even thought about doing anything like that. What do I care?
Right. And by the way, I'm going to talk about something good now that we talked about something bad. But before that, and I totally forgot, and it might break the internet.
Uh-oh.
But
the whole internet's just about to go down.
Yeah, you ready?
And we've got such good signal, too.
I know. I dare not do it. Do you know what I'm going to do?
Go.
Razzmatazz.
Oh, Razzmatazz.
Razzmatazz. I love it.
Right there.
Razzmatazz. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why was the Miami Dolphin called for a personal foul?
Why?
He tripped a player on purpose.
Hey. Oh. Oh. And a couple of there for you. All right. Now, something really cool.
Oh.
Drones are being used for good, of course, all the time. And Peter Simonson sent me a video of such an instance. This is a bridge inspection in Denmark. He says, "Hi, Ken. Here's another drone video. It's on a pro job, one of the longest bridges in the world in Denmark. It's a drone flight on the Great Belt Bridge in Denmark. An example of how technology will help streamline the maintenance of bridges. In the future, we will send a drone of place of inspection instead of climbing anchor blocks with ropes and harnesses. So that's cool. And I have video of this happening in Denmark. It's a beautiful bridge. Let me go ahead and play this for you now. And then the video is put into what looks like a CAD program. You can see it flying there. Look at this bridge. It's amazing.
That is huge.
Isn't it? So they're flying around looking for problems here. And that's the base of the bridge that they're trying to inspect. So they make a 3D kind of CAD thing of it.
Sure.
And then you can put your harnesses away and you won't have to endanger yourself. That's an awesome bridge. I wish he had sent me more footage of the actual bridge. But see, drones are good.
Crazy looking bridge too.
Yeah. Yeah. And they use this stuff to check out the little spots. Computers and drones, man.
See, it just shows you, man, drones are an awesome tool.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I was in St. Louis, and you remember this was back when you could fly the arch. And I remember talking to someone there, one of the maintenance people. They used to have to send people up to the top, go out on the top of the St. Louis arch, and then hang down with ropes to clean the sides. And you know, it's like this. So you have to go out over the side and then swing under with suction cups and stuff. Now they can just send a drone up there with a chemical and spray it and be done with it. Isn't that awesome?
See, people just wake up, man, and smell technology. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
We went through the same thing with the internet and how stupid everybody got about Y2K, and it's all to do with just nothing but ignorance, and it just drives me crazy, man.
Are you okay, Den? You need a hug? You need a hug, buddy?
I'm getting keyed up.
Okay, don't get keyed up. By the way, your chats aren't going unnoticed. We're reading them, and we're going to answer some questions later on. There's going to be Kelly from ReadySetDrone is going to join us in just a few minutes, and then he'll hang around afterwards and answer some questions. Now, I know you had something that you wanted to mention, Dana, about your drone, but let's hold that thought for 1 minute. And some people have been asking me about the Phantom 4 Pro Obsidian. Should I get one?
This is not going to be a good conversation.
Why? Why isn't it? Why, Dana?
Because Ken is not a fan of black.
No. I think it's great. I think it's great. Of course, it's a money grab by DJI trying to, just, hey, I got an idea. Let's put a stripe on it. All right, Phantom 4 Pro stripe. Like it's the same thing. It's the same camera. It's everything. It's just black. So here's the problem I have with it. Is that in the summer, when you're flying outside and the sun beats down on it, it's going to absorb heat. And I took my Phantom analogs here, and I took a FLIR gun. All right, here are my two Phantom analogs here, two plastic bins. The one on the right here, it looks darker because it's colder, but it is white at around 51.3 Fahrenheit. And the one on the left, that's a black one. Absorbing the heat, it's black, about 70.9 degrees. Again, colder on the right, warmer on the left. Black absorbs heat, white reflects it. The Phantom 4 Pro Obsidian is a ridiculous and impractical idea. So there.
So take that.
So take that and put it in your pipe and smoke it. It's something
like I said, Ken's not very happy with the black drone.
Well, let's see what people...
Even though I think it looks really cool.
Oh, it does.
I totally agree with you, man. It's going to absorb the heat.
Oh, absolutely.
And you and I just spent a summer out, man, droning, and it's some kind of hot, man.
That's right. And, yeah, smart batteries do not like heat. That's absolutely true. Yeah, that's you know, something you got to think about if you're living in Alaska and it's winter all the time and you want to find your drone when it falls in the snow, then get you an Obsidian. Right?
It's a select crowd there, I'd say.
Steve says, wrap that rascal. I know he's talking about a drone and nothing else. So if you have a white one and you want it black, just wrap it. Or take a Sharpie and, you know, because this will wipe off. It's like a, you know. And it will, yes. Drone shots, yes, it will melt in your car. Derek Hunt, holy moly. Thank you so much, Derek Hunt. Yes, all right. We did need to test the super chat. It didn't seem like it was working, but thanks for the test. $20 test there. Starting it out for the night will be another great Thursday Night Live. Welcome back, Kelly. Yes, Kelly will join us here in just a couple minutes. But before that, Dana, did you want to hop up on the soapbox? Did you need to share? Go ahead and share, Dana.
My friends, I need your help. So listen to me and listen to me well. Ken and I went to drone on Sunday, and I pulled my drone out and got it all ready and everything. And for some reason or another, some odd, I don't know, Ken don't know, we both racked our brains and finally just left. My drone, let's see, the app, the Go 4 app will not connect to the controller. Is that right? Am I saying that right?
Yes. It's not there's 2 videos that I did that solved other problems, and that's not the problem you're having.
Right.
I think yours is on the verge of being bricked, to be honest with you. And by the way, SGS, Mike, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. One more platinum eyes, Ken, for my new goggles. Absolutely. Yeah.
Some reason or another, I mean, it isn't like we did anything different. Just all of a sudden, we turn everything on, and the app just doesn't recognize that anything's connected whatsoever. Now, the remote controller will control the drone.
Right. On the app, on the first page, next to the paper airplane, there's a little green light that lets you know that the controller and the drone
I can move the camera,
are in cahoots.
I can move the camera. I can start the motors. I can do everything. I can control it. It's just the app says disconnected, and I get nothing.
The app is showing that you don't have firmware at all on your controller.
Yeah, it shows there is no firmware. The app does. Now I can plug my DJI goggles into the USB of my remote controller, and I then all of a sudden all the telemetry comes up in the goggles and all this good stuff.
Right.
So I know it isn't my remote controller.
You know that? Do you know that? Because here's what I think, and this is just a guess, but I think.
Yes, I have tried 2 or 3 different cables that go to my thing. I have reinstalled the app. We did that twice, didn't we?
Yeah, we tried. We were there for like 2 hours trying stuff. Here's what I think that you need to do, and they don't have it any longer on the DJI website that I could see. You need to install firmware on your controller with the SD card. But they only have firmware for the controller for the Phantom 4 Pro Plus. And that does not work. So what are you going to do, Dana? What's the bottom line here?
Well, I thought about just jumping off a bridge somewhere.
Don't do it, Dana.
And then I thought about throwing the drone off the bridge. Dana.
Are you sad that your drone won't fly? Dana. You know what, though?
I use a iPad mini, and I did not upgrade the iPad mini to 11 because I did that on my phone, and I hate it.
And by the way, it's not iOS 11 that's given the troubles. It's not that. I finally got mine all sorted out. So there, you feel better? At least mine works. Oh my goodness. Georgia 4C, thank you so much for the super chat. $20 super chat. My son Kodiak would love to win this Eachine E-52. Thanks for the chance. Sure. $20, it doesn't give you any more of a chance than anyone else, but We sure appreciate it.
I did disconnect the cable and reconnect it. If you're talking about the one from the iPad down to the controller, I did do that while in the app. That didn't do anything. I did that several times. Man, any help is very, very, very appreciated.
Yeah,
guys.
you want to give out your home phone number so people can call you with a solution?
I can give you an email address. Yes,
Okay,
I
go ahead.
will.
Oh my goodness, holy moly! RSP drone photography, aerial photos and video, $20. Farfig drone and lol, DJI Obsidian. They melt in your car, not in your hands. Thank you so much for the super chat. My goodness.
What is PHP?
What? Is that real? RJ Regalado. Oh, PHP. Okay, it's not $500, but it's okay. I gotta find out. Thank you so much.
PHP, whatever it is.
Let me Google this while you give out the email for help.
Yes, guys, you can email me if you got. Man, please email me, Dana@RadioRehabShow.com. I'm going to put it in the chat here so you guys can email me. You hear? I would love any help. I have done so many different things we have tried doing that. You know what?
You know what? You're going to be all right because PHP, he just, what's his name? RJ Regalado just gave us $10.
Awesome,
that's the 500, whatever.
Awesome.
And I do have a solution to your problem. Next time I come over there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring my chainsaw, and we're going to get the camera, and we're just going to get your form. We're just going to. Whoa, whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a little bit out of hand.
Need a set of headphones.
And a set of headphones. All right. So now let's go ahead and see if I can bring in Mr. Kelly as I try
Maybe
to.
Kelly knows.
Huh?
Maybe Kelly knows.
Maybe Kelly knows. Yeah, maybe he does. Add person to the call, and then he's not there in my list. Oh, for the love of God, I hope he's there in the list. Yes, he is.
They're never in your list until you look twice.
I just act nuts. Add to call. Okay, please. So far, so good tonight. So far, so good.
Howdy.
Hey, man, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing well.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kelly
Man,
from ReadySetDrone.
Let's
Kelly.
see. What do I got to click here? Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can see you and hear you. Do you see and hear us?
I do. I had to turn off the show so I wasn't getting the double Ken Dana treatment.
Right, because too much Ken and Dana, well, that's never enough, is it?
Well, how much? You know how much Ken and Dana is just the right amount?
How much?
It's KD plus 1.
Okay,
where
cool.
KD is how much you have now.
And by the way, can you turn down your microphone a smidge? It's overdriving a little bit.
Oh yeah, actually I can just move it a little further from my mouth.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah.
For those who don't know who Kelly is, then here's a little video that I wanted to show you. Here you go. I love this. Ready, set, drone! In your face! Yeah! Wow, that was fantastic.
I'm a lot more soft and sensitive now.
That was
something.
That was from 2015. I found that on your channel. I thought, whoa, WrestleMania.
Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
So Dana, real quick, I do have a suggestion for your problem.
Good.
Hold on. Before it scrolls away, I'm sorry. I just wanted to thank Jackie B. Ooh, Jackie B. That's an old song. $20 super chat. What frequency do you guys fly at? 2.4 or 5.8? I use 5.8. You guys?
I found that I default to 2.4, and sometimes I'll switch over because I'll be getting interference. So you can go into the Go app and actually change that in your settings.
Okay, so if you're in like trees or buildings, which one do you prefer?
I think that well, I know one of them has a further range and one of them goes through stuff better. I believe that 5.8 is the one that has a further range and 2.4 goes through stuff better. So in trees, 2.4 is going to be better, I think.
Okay, thank you. And now
because 5.8 is also what FPV racing is on.
Yeah, if people in the chat, if you just want to chat which one you use, just go ahead and chat that so everybody.
Yeah, and if somebody wants to correct me on as far as, but like I said, I believe 2.4 is more powerful and go through things easier, whereas 5.8 is less powerful but has a greater range.
Yes, Phantom Panic, that was Jackie Blue, the song.
Yes,
by the way, yeah.
By who? By who, Ken?
Oh, see, now I don't know. I'm not ready for Rock and Roll Jeopardy. I don't know.
Okay.
Who was
I don't
it?
know
Who was
either,
it by?
but
Okay.
I do know the song.
Okay.
So can I go back to Dana? On
please,
his,
please do.
So have you ever used DJI Assist?
Yes, the app on the computer, right?
Yeah. Have you tried Assist 2? Yeah. Have you tried plugging everything in and just kind of, there's tons of configuration stuff you can do in Assist. You can also calibrate your gimbal. You can calibrate your camera. There's a lot to it, and I'm surprised they don't promote it more because it does so many things. But I'd take your drone out, plug it into your computer via USB, and then do the same thing with your remote and see if DJI Assist can assist you.
Well, I mean, we did a bunch of that, didn't we, Ken?
Yeah, we did all kinds. We did all kinds of stuff.
Well, but did you ever actually plug it into your computer?
Yes.
We plugged the drone in.
Okay. Well,
we even tried to plug in a USB into the controller to upgrade the firmware, but we couldn't find the firmware to upgrade to.
There's certain things that dealers are holding close to the vest, and I accidentally let one of those things out the other day when I put out the video about holding on the start screen the 3 little bars in the top right. A lot of people may have already known about that, but on your app, you hold down the 3 little bars on the white screen for about 5 or 6 seconds, and that will bring up your firmware version for I believe the controller. Nice. So, I got scolded by a dealer for letting that out. So I'm sure that what happens is people come and they're like, man, my drone don't work, man. Can you fix it? Sure, come back in 2 hours. And then they push the button, fix your controller, and charge you $40, and then you're on your way. So there's probably another little thing that will fix Dana's problem that we just don't know about.
Well, are you flying a Phantom 4?
Yeah, Phantom 4.
So one other suggestion would be to find someone else with a Phantom 4, bind your drone to their remote, and see if your drone will work properly with your phone with their remote, or with your iPad with their remote. Meaning that, you can bind as long as it's the same flavor of Phantom or Mavic or whatever, you can bind them with any other remote. If you know somebody else with a Phantom 4, borrow their remote, bind it to your drone, and see if that's the case. Or just try your phone on their setup. Then you can at least figure out if it's the phone or if it's the drone.
Or pay a dealer $60 and go have lunch and come back when it's fixed. By the way,
another option.
By the way, Kelly, Tom from Tom's Tech Time is there chatting with people. Would you like to say hi to him?
Yeah. Hey, Tom. Tom and I met in New York this May. It was fantastic. We had a
you
good
did?
time. Yeah.
Okay. I have to ask. He looks like he smells good. Does he smell good? He's a good smelling guy.
He smells great. New York is generally a stinky place, but standing next to Tom, I didn't experience that at all.
Okay.
Und ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, so wir sprechen Deutsch zusammen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this video taken down.
Real quick though, actually, Tom, because Tom was saying that he wanted to come to the U.S. I actually want to take my family. My kids are both learning German in school. I lived in Germany as a kid, and I actually want to take my family and live there for a month or 2 next summer. Is my dream to just go over there and work from there. But the drone thing is really bringing me down. I might have to go to Switzerland instead.
Yeah, I think he's going to be on the show. We were talking very briefly, and I think there's a date here coming up soon in November that he's going to set aside, and it would be 1 a.m. in Germany on Friday, the next day. So he would have to stay up late. So I'd appreciate it if he would do that.
I'm sure he doesn't mind that. I heard that my buddy Troy's going to be on talking about mapping pretty soon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's going to be on November 16th.
Awesome. Troy's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's got lots of good stories. And then, of course, B has been on a few times. And B was here in Austin last weekend. We shot a bunch of videos together, had a great time.
You did? And I wanted to ask you about something.
You mean the thumb flyer?
Now you stop it. Let's not start that again. Let's not start that. That'll be a whole other stream. But, Kelly, I did want to ask you about a little piece of audio, and maybe you can explain what's going on here.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi,
He has
buddy.
2 balls in his mouth.
Hi, buddy. Here, have one of those.
I'll play that again for those who may have missed it. It's Kelly and B talking and
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi,
He has
buddy.
2 balls in his mouth.
Hi, buddy. Here, let me have one. of those.
what's going on there? It's out of context.
So-
It doesn't make sense.
So why don't you play the video, Ken, instead of just the audio?
No, I don't have the video.
You don't know how to do it.
I don't know how to do that.
So we were in the middle of our Mavic comparison. We were having the Mavic versus Mavic Platinum Smackdown, and this really beautiful golden retriever kept coming over and wanting us to throw the ball. And his owner did not seem to care that we had, cameras and drones and everything out. He was just like, "Oh, hi guys, what's going on?" So the ball was in the dog's mouth.
That's right.
Actually,
The dog had 2 balls in his mouth.
this is true.
There you go.
Very amusing.
The jingle singers are back. Fantastic.
Oh, thank goodness.
Now you wanted to talk about a couple things while I get a video ready that we're all going to talk about. What did you want to talk about there?
Well, so there were a couple things. Number one, I actually got a note from somebody just recently who said that they had actually reached out to you as well. They're from Mesquite, Texas. Somebody's a teacher and was talking about wanting to have a Skype with either you or I or both of us to do a STEM class, science, technology, engineering, math.
Oh, yes. Is this in Dallas?
Mesquite, which is near Dallas.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
yes. So the other thing that reminds me of is 2 weeks ago, I actually went to my kids' former elementary school, and they have a STEM class, and I did a drone demo for them. I actually flew the Spark with my hand. I did the whole up-down Jedi thing, and they loved it. They just went crazy for that. And then I've been working with Spencer on some social media stuff, and Spencer pointed out to me that there are some opportunities for kids to actually get scholarships for becoming a drone pilot. You have to be 16, I believe, to take your Part 107, but you can actually get a scholarship and they'll pay for you to go do that. And we found that on Sally French, the Drone Girl's website. So if you go to Sally French's, just type in thedronegirl.com and then search for a drone scholarship, and there's information about how you can apply for that.
Very cool. And I didn't want to let it pass by. Thank you so much. Robert Stanton, $20 super chat. Much appreciated. His question was, Mavic or Phantom 4 Pro? You wanna take that?
Oh, well, so here's the thing. What are you going to be doing with it? If you're going to be a serious cinematographer and you need a 20 megapixel camera and you are wanting to do stuff that you're going to charge clients for in terms of video production, I would say Phantom 4 Pro.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to travel the world, if you want something that's available all the time and is probably 60% as good a camera, 70% as good a camera, which is still a great camera, then Mavic.
Right, agree. And if you're
really
a Grammy award-winning country music artist who travels around the country and never has video to share on this program, then you probably want to get a Mavic.
So that's it, Dana. Maybe we could dedicate all of the super chat one week to getting you a Mavic, because seriously, if you travel as much as you do, you would love the Mavic. It's so much easier to fly with. And I will say, can I talk a little bit about the Mavic Platinum?
Sure.
Does anybody want to hear about that? So I did actually post a little promo video for this show tonight and said, throw any questions up for me, because the chat goes by so fast you can't even answer it. And I did get one from Gaston G, who is from Argentina. And Gaston was asking about the flight characteristics of the Mavic versus the Mavic Platinum. And I will tell you, I've only flown the Mavic Platinum 3 times now. I've flown the other Mavic a lot. I can't tell the difference. They both fly very, very similarly, except for the, of course, a couple of big differences, which you can see in my video. But they really just are, of course, the color, number one. Number two, the sound. And we do a decibel meter reading to see what the sound difference is. And then also RPMs are lower on the Mavic Platinum. So that makes me think that the motors are more efficient or the propellers are more efficient. And of course, flight time is longer. So, so I guess getting back to Gaston's question, that is, there isn't a lot of difference in terms of the flight characteristics. And also, I've been asked numerous times about the footage and the camera. The camera specs are exactly the same. I haven't done a side-by-side comparison, but I don't think the Mavic Platinum has a better camera or a better sensor or anything. Maybe the software's improved. I don't know.
So you're going to get one, Dana, finally?
I need to get one.
Okay,
Dana,
cool.
you want to buy my old Mavic?
And I got to tell you, Rick Halber has donated $10 for the...
There you go. He's our man. The fund has started.
That's right, the Dana Mavic Fund. And yes, you're going to get some phantom eyes. Please, everybody, private message me later on with your real name and your address if you super chatted and you want these eyes. And I've got a bunch of these. And I neglected to mention Bestham Ariel sent a whole bunch of these knob covers so that you can properly hold when you pinch your controller.
And by the way, Rick Halber is awesome. He's been commenting a lot on my channel. And if Tom's still watching from Tom's Tech Time, Rick's screen picture or his little icon that he has on YouTube is Neuschwanstein, the castle.
Oh,
the
cool.
Famous German castle.
Cool. And I forgot to do this for you, Kelly. And poosh. There you go. I forgot to put that up there for you.
Danke.
Yeah. Bitte? Is that what you said?
Bitte, yeah.
Hey, I know two words in German. All right.
Yeah.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
So, all right.
Zwei Bier, bitte.
We're going to do a Q&A in a little bit. Of course, going to give this away. And I've got so many other things we may go over. You guys going to be able to stick around past 8 for a couple minutes?
What time is it? Oh.
It's like quarter till. And we still have to talk about this, which is a totally insane video. You know the train video that I'm talking about?
Oh, yes.
This guy named Paul Nurkala, named Nurk. He's doing a race drone. You've seen this, Kelly, haven't you? Where he flies in and around and under the train.
I don't think so. I don't.
Oh
think
my goodness! This. Oh, okay. This is lighting up the interwebs. I'm going to go ahead and play this for you. I had to change out. I had to change out the music because I get flagged. But people are getting very upset over this particular video. This is a race drone. It's awesome footage. Awesome.
Wow.
But then he starts get a little more brave up here saying hi to the conductors. Hello.
He gets a lot braver than that.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. I have not seen this. That is just insane. I mean, the piloting skill is amazing, but the common sense is not.
Exactly right. This is where skill outweighs common sense. Oh, here, I'm going to full screen. This is awesome. And I say it's awesome. It's awesome in the way that, remember that guy in Israel that went up flying around the airport?
Oh, wow. Through the bridge.
Yeah. Oh, this is nothing. It ends with a bang. Look at this. He goes under the train.
Oh,
look at that.
Whoa.
Under the train, back over, and
into a boxcar.
Into, and then back out of a boxcar.
Wow.
How about that?
That is crazy.
Isn't that nuts? So the interwebs are kind of going nuts about this. The guy who flew that, his name is Paul Nurkala, nicknamed Nurk. And the video has come under fire for allegedly breaking laws and potentially creating huge problems for future drone pilots. He briefly landed on the roof of one of the cars. He flew underneath the train's wheels. And of course, you saw it flying into an open boxcar. People are saying he could not have maintained line of sight and that he endangered Union Pacific's property, distracting the engineer.
Oh my.
Well, so here's the thing. I mean, practically, a freight train versus a racing drone, you know, it's not really going to do anything except destroy the drone. But to the point of just being not having a lot of common sense. I mean, come on, what's going to happen next? We can't fly 5 miles of a train track. You know, imagine that. Yeah,
well, they're saying that he was trespassing.
He probably was. You know, I mean, I guess if I was Union Pacific, if I was any of those 4 railroads on the monopoly board, I'd be mad.
I'll sell you Mediterranean Avenue for Park Place.
With a hotel?
With a hotel.
Or a motel?
A motel. A no-tell motel.
Holiday Inn?
Yeah.
So let's talk about racing drones. Do we have a minute to do that?
Absolutely. In fact, I have mine here. Where is it? Oh, it's up here. And I have all the stuff. Now, companies send me stuff to review. You know this. You get stuff. I'm sure you've got rooms full of stuff, right, Kelly? Okay?
Yeah.
Don't deny it.
I have a lot of stuff.
Okay. So a company sent me this. And
That's the Holy Bro?
The Holy Bro.
Yep.
This is the.
That's not a bad racer. I think I've flown that one.
This is the Copus One racing drone. They also sent me a Furry Bee Q95 micro drone, and I didn't. I don't know anything about this, but they sent it to me, so I decided to go ahead, elbow deep, and buy all the stuff, which cost me an additional $450.
What did you get? Some Fat Sharks or Amways or what?
No, I already had the Fat Sharks, but I had to buy.
Oh yeah.
This what does he call it? FR Sky.
Yep. Okay.
This controller here, and it's got. I'm learning that it's got this the thing on the back where you can fly different frequencies.
Yep,
or whatever,
yep.
And it turns on, it lights up, and it beeps and everything, and that's really cool. So that was an expense. I had to buy some extra like batteries, so because I don't want to be flying them, but that's it. I ain't got no batteries, so I got a bunch of batteries.
Sure.
I had a case, already had a case. So, I have to learn about all the software. It's not as easy as a DJI product.
So that's how they get you. It's kind of like they sell you the razor, or you buy the razor, and then they make their money on the blades.
That's
right.
So that's right. Yeah. Here, buy the handle.
The drone's free, but the batteries are $100 each.
Right, like printers. Printers are $20, but the ink is $300.
You guys, not to get into politics, but this is a really funny thing that Chris Rock said. He said, "Yeah, the best way to stop crime would just be to make bullets $100 each."
I remember that. Yeah. Now I have to
Anyway.
show you the other drone really quick. This is pretty cool. I don't know which one will be more fun. I imagine the bigger one, but this is cool too. This is the.
No, so the little ones, Ken.
Yeah.
There are some really great little ones with prop guards built in that you can fly in your house. You can fly in your studio. That's really a great way to learn. But I will tell you that there's a couple of things to keep in mind. Number one, just practice line of sight.
Yeah.
Number two, don't be afraid to try acro mode.
That's what everybody's telling me is do acro mode first.
Well, I mean, maybe I learned in Horizon mode, and so, but I can fly acro now decently. It's hard. It is very hard, but it's actually easier with the goggles on because you can keep yourself oriented. But that's the big thing is once you start to get acro mode, it's like when you took the training wheels off the bike. It's like, okay, I can do so much more now than I could before. It is, and that's what that guy, with the train was doing. He was flying crazy acro mode, just all kinds of loops and going over and under stuff. And then the last thing is, I don't know if you've been able to download Clean Flight or Beta Flight.
Yeah, I download all the stuff. I just need someone to tell me how to put it all together. I have everything.
I know probably 25% of what there is to know about Clean Flight and Beta Flight, which is enough. It's funny. It's an 80-20 rule. All you have to know is about 20% of the program to do 80% of the stuff. But if you want to get into like PIDs and stuff like that, that's not me. But as far as like being able to set up your switches on your remote, to be able to customize your switches, to be able to customize your rates, to be able to level the drone and set up beeps and all that sort of thing, I can show you how to do all that stuff.
I'm sorry. I just looked over at Dana. He's eating. He's like, yeah, race drones, whatever. Okay. Nom, nom,
Have
nom.
you tried, Dana? Have you tried it? Have you tried?
I never have tried it. I don't even think Ken's flown it yet.
I haven't. No, I haven't flown it yet. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid to. Here's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of two things. I'm afraid to start and get it going and to crash because they're all nice and beautiful and clean. Nice.
Well,
no, not dust. Here's the second thing I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of that I will love it and that I'll start surfing buildings and getting brave and flying through trains. That's what I'm afraid of.
So I'll tell you my thing right now. I've got a couple of small racers and they have prop guards built in. We have a trampoline in the backyard, and the trampoline is my train. I like to try to fly under the trampoline, through the net, around the trampoline. It's kind of a big obstacle course for me, and that's how I've improved my skill. And I don't have a huge backyard. I have a decent sized backyard, but it's not huge, and it's enough though for me to be able to hone the skill. And the nice thing I think is the small FPVs fly very similar to the large ones. So if you can master one, you can kind of master. I shouldn't generalize that like that because I know they all have different flight characteristics. But learning on the small ones is a good way to go because your odds of damaging something are very low.
Cool. Well,
So
I will.
What's the normal battery flight time for a racing?
6 minutes, 8 minutes, maybe. You know, the smaller they are, the lower the battery. But you can, you know, if you guys have flown the SEMA X5C, right? That's like the great little white training drone that everybody has. It's really lightweight. That takes a little 1S battery with I think it's called a Loki connector, LOCY. Those batteries are super cheap. You can get like 5 of them for $15, and there are racing drones that take those that give about 4 minutes of flight time.
So I'm gonna get into this, and I'll take everybody along with my race drone journey.
Yeah.
But we're running out of time, and we still have the viewer video of the week, and I got to give this Eachine drone away. But is there anything you would like to share that's going on in your life, Kelly? Anything you'd like to tell the peeps about?
I'll be very brief. I am so glad fall is here. It's you guys live in Tennessee, you get it. The summers can be pretty brutal. So fall is here. I've been flying a lot more, and I did get an electric skateboard, and I'm pretty psyched about that because I'm going to do a review of it and film the whole thing. I'm going to try and film the whole thing either with a Mavic or a Spark. But my son and I have been loving the electric skateboard.
How old are you, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
I am 48.
Okay. Should you have an electric skateboard over 40? That's the question.
So when I was a youth, I was a pretty decent skateboarder. So yes, I think I'm qualified. As a matter of fact, it's funny. My son, we got it 2 nights ago. Oh, by the way, Astros. I grew up in Houston. I am so happy about that. But my son and I went outside for the first time to try this thing, and he said, "Dad, let me go first. I'm more experienced." And I was like, "Dude, no. You probably have been on a skateboard 1/20th of the amount of time I have in my life. 1/100th. He is better at it than me, but he's not more experienced."
Is it a boosted board that you got?
No, it's I can go grab it. It's a knockoff. It was from Gearbest.
You want to go grab it? Because we have to answer. Me and Dana have to answer a question.
And good night, Tom. I just saw him say good night. So I hope
okay, it's probably like 2 in the morning over there.
Solves his issues. Yeah, I'll go grab it while you guys do your questions.
Okay, this is this was a question from last week, and I apologize to anybody whose question goes by unanswered. Don't be all, don't get butthurt. We love you. This is from Phantom Panic. He wants to know how you and I met. Do you want me to tell the story, or do you?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'll go ahead. I was outside mowing a field of daisies, and I saw him across on the other side, and I said, "Look at that! Look at that guy! Look at his definitely not dyed hair, which at this age, really, he's older than me, should be a little bit of gray." And I ran towards him in slow motion, and I said, "Dana," and we met in the middle, and we embraced, and that's how that happened.
700 fence post. Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to tell the real story?
Yeah, the real story. The real story is Ken was doing these. I got a drone, and I started watching YouTube videos, and if I didn't start seeing some Ken Heron videos, and some reason or another, I just felt incredibly compelled to contact the old boy.
Was it my deep green eyes?
No, I think it was the deep radio station that you were working at.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah.
He just happened to be working at a country radio station, and so I just emailed him, and then what was it? You came down.
Yeah, we met with Gary, you and Gary. Yeah.
Yeah, him and Gary came, and we went to our very first meeting we went over to Johnny Cash's old place and videoed that, and then went had some unbelievable hamburgers and. Yeah, what's the name of that hamburger place? They put the cheese in the meat and then cook the meat around it. Yeah.
Now, if you're from Europe and you're listening to this, you're like, Merkins. I mean, that's what we do,
Mother,
we don't just put cheese on the meat. We put cheese in the meat. What's that?
No, this is something juice.
Juicy John's.
Oh, something big and juicy or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, it was. It's a mom and pop place that's here in town, and buddy, it is unbelievable. It's the reason for half of me. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But
So
anyway, that's how our little venture started, and
Right.
we just kind of hit it off and kept droning, and
that's been over a year, hasn't it, or more, hasn't it?
more than a year, and now my drone's broke. So
But at least mine works. So anyway, Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly, what you got? Show us your board.
All right. It is. Can you see it? Here it is. This high wheel.
Oh.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. Now check it out. Here's the remote.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the remote.
Okay, are we gonna actually get your femur breaking? Okay.
No, I am not gonna ride it in the house.
No, don't do that.
Yeah. I'm a married man. That would not be good.
Do you have health insurance?
Currently, yes.
Hey, Danny, do you remember? You remember when we were filming in Nashville a couple days ago, and that dude was skateboarding? Remember that guy? We were at a location. Right. He had some wax, and he took some like surfboard wax out and was waxing the curb, and then he took his, because you can't just do the curb, you got to wax the curb. So he waxed the curb, took his skateboard out, and then was like crashing each and every time. And I asked him, I said, "Do you have health insurance?" And what did he say? He said, "I don't think I do."
I don't think so.
Oh.
Well, there it is. I will be doing a review of it, and it's a ton of fun. I have to say, if it looks like fun, it's even more fun than it looks.
What's the weight limit on that?
Dude, I'm 225, and it does all right with me. So, maybe I could test it by holding some rocks or something.
Okay, now I got to ask
250.
you all the questions. How much? Where'd you get it? How fast will it go? And can I try it?
So I don't actually know how this was one of those things that was sent to me. So I don't know how much it costs. Number one. Number two, it probably goes 12 miles an hour. It's got a 20-kilometer range, I've been told. I haven't tested that yet. And if you come to Austin, you're welcome to try it.
Nah, I know better now. I know what my body can do, and I try to stay away from the things that it can't.
Oh, look, you want to see my son ride it in the house?
To 50 you
Hold on,
get.
hold on.
Of course. What are you going to say,
Here we
Dana?
go. Tate, you want to turn
Kelly?
it on?
Kelly,
Yeah.
The closer to 50 you get, the more brittle those bones get.
Am I the youngest one on this show, by the way?
I think so.
Yes, I think
All
so.
right.
Yeah,
Here we
look
go.
at
Check
it.
it.
Son
Check
is. Yeah.
See, now it doesn't matter. His bones are made of rubber.
Yeah. Well, he had a pretty big bike crash a couple of weeks ago, and so there we go.
See, you can't tell because he's up and walking around. If I had a bike crash a couple weeks ago, I'd be in traction. And by the way, thank you very much to Twisted Synapse. He says, thank you so much for recommending the Eachine drone. I bought one on your recommendation. I'm really surprised how fun it is. $25 super chat. It really is. And that was that white one. I think, Kelly, you reviewed that as well, and you liked that drone.
Yeah. No, there's some great little FPVs. The other thing I would say, if anybody's going to get into FPV, don't buy the bind and fly, and don't buy the plug and fly, the PNF, first, because that's kind of complicated. It can be really hard to make those things work. I've kind of figured it out, but just buy the ready to fly ones when you're starting. It's so much easier if you can just turn it on. Your remote's already bound, everything's already pre-programmed, and especially if you don't have to mess with beta flight or clean flight initially. My advice.
Cool. Very good advice. And now it's time to give away the Eachine E-52 folding drone. And there's a cool little story that goes along with this. And wait, should I play the email intro? Yeah. Okay. Let me do that.
We just got a letter. 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 Wonder who it's from.
And it is from Rick Halber from Oak Grove, California. He says, "Hi, Ken. I just found this sitting in my closet, and I thought of you with your giveaways on your Thursday night live show. I've been watching since the opening show. They just keep getting better with the guests you have. Come on." So there you go. Until tonight, yeah. I really like having Dana on with you. Hope you can use this little drone for something. Thanks for all the great info you give out, and love the jokes. Buh and bye, he says. So I've got this little drone. I've reviewed this before. It lights up. It's cool. It folds.
Does it fold?
Yep.
It does? Okay, yeah.
It's a foldable drone. So I'll make it easy. I got a question, and I'm sure you can answer it. And I might have to. We might not be able to wait around for the answer. So I'll ask the question, and I will go back and double check the answers. Here's the question for the Eachine E-52 folding drone. In my video called How to Turn Your Galaxy S8 into a Talk Box, what song was I talk boxing? What's the name of the song that I was talk boxing? The video is called, on my channel, How to Turn Your Galaxy S8 into a Talk Box. You know I'm talking about, Dana, about the talk box? You know, like Peter Frampton. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah. That's probably the goofiest video I've ever made. It was fun, though. So what was the name of the song I was talk boxing? If you know, just put it in the chat, and I will check that out later. In the meantime, it's time for a most awesome viewer video of the week. Kelly, can you stick around and watch this?
Oh, yeah. I'm here.
Okay, cool. This is a really, really amazing video. And the music I had to change because I didn't want to get flagged by YouTube. And I would like to monetize it. So also, if you're going to send in an entry for viewer video of the week, you can do that at kenheronupload@gmail.com. Make sure it's a link. Don't send me a file. And if you would, give me a little bit of information about it, where you shot it, what you shot it with, and the music source so that I know if I have to change the music out or not. So this is from a guy named Baru Roniki, and this is called Props Over Holland, and it's amazing. Enjoy. Kelly, have you ever been to Holland?
I have not. But I want to go now.
Yeah, me too. Isn't that beautiful? Dana, you ever been over there?
Been to Amsterdam.
I don't even have a passport. I need to get a passport. I want to go to these places. Look at this stuff.
I don't know what the laws are there.
The laws are you can fly over people, but only if there's a Ferris wheel.
On the left.
On the left. And
If it had been on the right, it would have been totally illegal.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, oh yeah. Straight to prison.
But Holland prison is like nicer than my house.
Yeah, isn't what one of the prisons over there in Europe is really nice. Like they do volleyball and they have a sauna. And the guards, they don't handcuff you. They give you foot rub downs and stuff.
They teach drones.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They use it to smuggle in gourmet baguettes.
Well, some of the prisons have just the regular baguettes. Yeah.
Harsh. Harsh.
Oh, this is cool. Watch this part.
Cool.
You know, I've never done time lapse from my drone. I really need to try that.
Yes, and if you are going to do time lapse, I can tell you if you're using Premiere and you do time lapse, there is a little bit of
warp stabilizer.
Do warp stabilizer, and it will make it rock solid.
Yep. No, I'm familiar with warp stabilizer. It's awesome.
I love castles. Castles and bridges are my favorite. And castles with a bridge. Oh. Look,
And cranes.
and cranes. Love all
And
that
herons.
stuff. Oh, and herons too.
Yeah, and herons.
So thank you so much for that. That was from Baru Roniki. I can't pronounce all these. That was from Flurgen Schmergen. I don't know. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Lurgan Schmurgan.
Therefore,
My
I'm just
favorite place.
I'm just a dumb American. So, thank you. I guess. Is there anything else we had to? Do you want to do a quick Q&A with everybody? Well, we got time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can read the questions, they go by too fast for me.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Somebody got the. You read the questions. I'm going to go back and see if we did get a winner.
I like the comment about the tilt shift from Phantom Paddock. I actually was thinking the very same thing. If anybody has never seen tilt shift video or photography,
yes.
just Google it. It looks really cool.
Tilt shift. So
it makes everything look like it makes everything look like a toy.
It's like almost like a force focus.
Yeah.
Wow.
It creates a focal plane that just makes everything look like you're looking at a table full of Legos or something, even though it's real.
Kelly, you ought to come up, man, and the three of us go up and see Noah's Ark up in Kentucky.
Oh yeah. I've been meaning to go there.
I've heard about that. Can you fly a drone around it?
Sure.
You can when we get there.
All right. No, I've been to Nashville a few times, and last time I was able to meet your son and meet Ken, and so I would love to come back. Do you ever play Austin?
You know what? We just played down there not long ago. We played just north of Austin, probably about I don't know, 50 miles.
Clean or remember the name of the town?
Boy. Not at this juncture.
Oh,
that's right.
Chris.
Let me know next time.
Chris Hope wants to know about the battery clone. Now you had some non-DJI batteries for your Phantom, I believe.
Oh yeah. I actually just used that again, and it's fine. It's no problems at all.
I've always been wondering about that because the batteries do have firmware in them, and I thought, just like remember back with the Phantom 3, the DJI was like, nope, you can't use non-DJI products, and they did a firmware thing that kind of negated all that.
No, all the firmware, because you do have to update the firmware in your batteries, and I've had no problems with that battery. I only have one. I have like 4 normal DJI Phantom 4 Pro batteries, and then I have actually, you know what? I think 3 of those are regular DJI Phantom 4 batteries. I have like 2 Phantom 4 Pro batteries, and then I have the aftermarket, and I don't even really pay attention to which I'm using. I just cycle them all through and try to use them all the same amount.
And what's the price difference?
I think the aftermarket one's $89, and I think the Phantom 4 Pro batteries are like $140, so pretty significant.
So they've come down. They were $169.
Yeah, that might be the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anthony Williams wants to know: is Austin still keeping it weird?
Austin gets weirder every day, baby. Yes. I do like this town.
Which is weirder, Austin or Portland?
Well, has anybody watched Portlandia?
Yes, it's not Ostlandia, is it? Yes,
No,
I guess they
exactly.
win.
I don't know, man. Although I'm not a big fan of hipsters, and there's a lot of them here, but there's even more in Portland. So
upset that he had to order the mount with the Crystal Sky. Don't you think it should come with the mount? Crystal Sky displays are very expensive.
Yeah, it's funny because I got the Phantom 4 Pro Plus, which has the built-in monitor, and I've kind of been on the fence about whether I like that or not, because you can't do all the normal things you can do with a phone, right? But on the flip side, it's always with my drone. It's always attached to the remote. I don't have to worry about, oh, my phone's almost dead, or I forgot to bring the iPad with me, or whatever. So I'm actually pretty curious to try out the Crystal Sky. I have never tried one, but Steve Ray Vaughan, yes, thank you. So I've got one other thing I was going to do, Ken, if that's all right.
Sure. By the way, I can't leave a loose end. Somebody's already won this drone, but I'll let you know that the song that I was talk boxing was "Living on a Prayer" by Bon Jovi.
What is talk boxing?
Dana?
Is that like beatboxing?
Dana, you want to tell him what talk boxing is? You're the guitar guy.
It was the thing that Peter Frampton, if you remember
that.
There you go.
Yeah, and
Gotcha.
it puts a vibration in your mouth and lets you alter the.
You know what? Next time we all do this, if you'll invite me back, I have a harmonica and I have I think it's called a Jew's harp. Darn, 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 darn.
I play the Jew's harp, man.
Yeah, me too.
I do. Do you?
Yeah.
Have you shattered
I love it.
Have you shattered a tooth with that yet?
No, but you know what? I sent you a picture like 3 weeks ago when I got my wisdom teeth out, and you were supposed to show it on the show, and you never did.
Oh.
It's in the Skype.
Oh, and by the way,
it's my bloody teeth.
Yeah, you know, speaking of pictures I didn't show, I have to show this. This is a pun. This is from JAS Ariel, and I think it's just funny. So thank you. Thank you for that. I forgot to share that. So,
well, hey, the only other thing I wanted to do, you gave away was it an Eachine 52?
Yes.
I want to outdo you by 4.
Okay.
Give away an Eachine 56.
Oh.
It's
cool.
4 better than the 52.
Right. Okay.
But
we don't know, but
4 something better. No, I reviewed this. A week or 2 ago. This is the one you fly with the little gyroscopic remote. You know.
Yeah. What'd you think of that? I thought it was very intuitive.
It was. Yeah, but it was pretty hard. I mean, it was intuitive. It reminded me of playing Wii. You know, it reminded me of playing Wii with my kids. But
yep.
Here's all I'm asking on this guy. I'm going to give this away. I'm trying to get my Instagram game up because Ken's Instagram is awesome, and I've been doing a lot more. I don't know if you've seen it, Ken, but I've been posting a lot more to Instagram with help from my daughter, actually.
Oh, cool.
So if folks will just go and subscribe or follow me on Instagram, I will pull everybody on Saturday who is a subscriber or a follower on Instagram. I'll pick somebody and I'll announce it on Instagram, and then I'll send this to them.
Very good.
Wow.
That's very generous of you.
Well, I have one other funny story to tell. A couple of weeks ago when we did our live broadcast where I had all the audio problems and you helped me out, Ken, thank you so much.
Sure.
I had a winner for the Bugs 2, and I actually had someone faking me who created a fake account, used the kid's same picture, direct messaged me, like created all kind, told me he had moved and he had a new address and to ship it there.
Oh.
And this was all happening in Sri Lanka, but they were both in Sri Lanka. Gavin was the guy's name. He ended up getting his Bugs 2 just recently, and I've been in touch with him. But I'm going to do a whole episode about that guy that was trying to prank me, because it got pretty intense for a while. I was having to do some sleuthing.
Cool. I want to hear about the sleuthing.
The Instagram is ReadySetDrone. Just go to Instagram.
I just followed you. I couldn't believe I wasn't already, but I just did.
Oh, I appreciate
that.
Cool.
Very good. Well, I guess that'll do it. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Again, if you want to share your entry for the viewer video of the week, it's kenheronupload@gmail.com. And you know what's funny? I was looking at my strength here, and it's been green the whole time. But wouldn't it be, you know, the whole internet pooped out last time? Wouldn't it have been funny if this whole thing wasn't going out? But we do know from the chatters that it has been. And thank goodness. Chatters. Yes, thank you to the internet gods for keeping us on.
Yes.
And so until next time, you guys, I'll leave it to you. You decide who does buh and who does bye. I'll leave it to you.
All right, Dana.
Go, Kelly.
All right.
Go,
I'll do
Kelly.
the buh.
And
the buh.
And bye.
Yes.
There you go.
It's all over.